Hi everyone, I am Kazuki. I am from in Japan. I would like to talk about building API server-side architecture for beginners. I would like to talk about the practical approach to build server-side architecture in a Go project, especially for teams who do not have Go experience in business. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Kazuki Higashiguchi. I am a backend engineer in Japan. I worked at the Base Bank Corporation. My talk consists three parts. First, I explain the problem of building architecture for beginners. Second, I explain an approach to build architecture. Thirdly, I summarize this talk. So let's move on to the first one, problem. As a first, I want to explain why I need server-side architecture. I have two reasons. First one is to keep design easy to change. To do so, I want to separate external input, output, and business logic. External input output is such as a database connection handling and so on. And the second one is to reach common understanding of implementation policies in a team. It is to make readable and maintainable code. But the reality of problem is no absolute answer for any project. That's why we should determine a suitable architecture for the project. To determine a suitable architecture, we should consider various things. For example, the service requirements, or team member ability, or service scale, and so on. However, the problem of building architecture for beginners is team member ability, I think. For beginners, team member ability is a factor that can't be ignored. The Go beginners have a lot of questions from the beginning. For example, how to implement API server, or how to write the unit test, or how to use the interface type. In this situation, if we determine a complicated architecture from the beginning, for example, we adopt a clean architecture and so on, we have more questions about the architecture itself. Also, there are many questions in team members' mind. When it gets worse, it's a confusing situation. We are not able to achieve common understanding. That's why I consider an approach to build architecture. To explain my approach to build architecture, I use this chart. The vertical line means the goal skill and knowledge of member, and the horizontal line means the architectural complexity. As a first, I define the final architecture that seems to be good for the project. Second, I set the intermediate goals to the final architecture. I show the example of my team. My team had a few Go experience in business. The team had 3 backend engineers. They usually use PHP in work. And first, I define the layered architecture plus DAP as the final architecture. I explain what is the layered architecture plus DAP. It's this design. I refer to the layered architecture. And I try to apply DAP. It's a dependency inversion principle to isolate domain logic from infrastructure implementations, such as database connection handling and so on. And second, I set 2 intermediate goals. The first goal is a simple model controller. It's a simple design, only with controller and model. And model includes the implementations, such as handling a database and so on. I aim to get used to Go API development. As a first goal, team will acquire the Go basic from simple design code. We can understand how to implement API server, or how to write unit test and so on. A second goal is a model controller plus DAP. I try to separate infrastructure implementation for the model. I prepare the repository package and move database handling implementation to data store package. It's to apply DAP. I aim to get used to how to use interface in Go. At the second goal, team will acquire the basic of Go and architecture from more complicated design. The final goal is a layered architecture plus DAP. I try to introduce service package corresponding to service application layer in DDD, as processing becomes more complicated. As a final goal, team will reach the common understanding of implementation policies. And to acquire the goal skills and knowledge rapidly, I do 2 things. The first one is I use a standard package as much as possible. It's to learn Go language itself. For example, I use NetHTTP package to serve HTTP, or I use the testing package to testing. And second, I write the test is to get a feedback on the code design. For example, such as testability and so on. And it's also the for quick refactoring. This is my idea of two approach build architecture. And to sum up, I explained the two-build architecture. And in my approach, an architecture grew with the team members' ability growth. To do so, I set a final goal and intermediate goals. And to grow rapidly, I use the standard package as much as possible and write to artists. This is my idea. I hope this idea is useful for the next Go beginner challenge. Thank you for listening.